Hello there, you amazing people. Welcome to Rise Up to Positivity. I am Heather, your positive mindset coach, here to help you quiet that negative self talk, build an unshakable positive mindset while creating a more confident and fulfilling life without all that stress and self doubt holding you back. Okay, you amazing people, it is check-in time. We are halfway through. That means we are halfway to summer. And I want to be honest with you right from the start, including about my own habits. Because I think the most useful thing that I can do today is not sit here and tell you that my spring routine has been flawless and I have been a model of consistency. It has not been flawless. I'm not always a model of consistency. And the fact that I can say that without spiraling into a shame tornado, that, my friends, is actual growth. We are at the halfway point of spring, and the best gardeners don't just plant things and walk away. We come back, we take a closer look, we adjust without judgment, and that's what we are going to do today. Let's check in. I want you to think back to your spring routine that you designed back in episode 8. Your morning anchor, your midday reset, your evening reflection. And I want you to ask yourself the real question. Not how you're doing, where you just say fine and move on. The actual question. How did it actually go? Or how is it actually going? Did that morning anchor hold? Did it become automatic? Or did it feel like something you had to remember to do and then forgot to remember? That's happened to me a couple times. Did your midday reset survive your busy work week? Did your evening reflection make it past the first Thursday? Whatever your honest answer is, and I mean whatever, I need you to hear this before we go any further. That this is not a character flaw. That is information. And information is useful. Shame is not. I've spent so much time turning every broken habit into evidence that something was fundamentally wrong with me. That I wasn't disciplined enough. That I didn't want it enough. That other people were just built differently. And every time I believe that story, starting over again just seemed to always got harder. Because why bother if the problem is you? The problem was never me, and it's not you either. It was the strategy. So let's look at that strategy. Habits habits fall for 3 reasons. First, we start too big. We try to overhaul too much at once, and then that mental overload became unsustainable the moment life got complicated, which it usually does. Second, we didn't anchor that habit into something automatic. When the structure of our day shifts, travel, illness, a particular overwhelming work week, habits that were floating on their own just float away. And the ones attached to existing triggers, they have a fighting chance. And third, and this is the one I lived in for a long time, shame. We miss one day, we feel bad. We feel so bad, so starting again feels so much harder. We put off starting again, so we miss more days. And now I missed one day, and that has quietly become, I haven't done this for 2 weeks. And the whole thing feels impossible to restart. Here's what I want you to know about shame. It is not a motivator. No. It never has been, and it will never be. It just makes you smaller. Compassion, actually talking to yourself like a person who you care about, is what makes the reset possible. Pruning isn't failure. It's how gardeners show care for living things. It's how we care for ourselves too. Okay, here is my spring audit. My morning routine, reading my affirmations before touching my phone, has held up almost every day. I'm proud of that. There, of course, have been mornings where I pick up my phone on autopilot before I even fully wake up, and I had to literally put it back down and start over. But the intention is there, and the habit is real. That one is rooted. My midday reset, going outside before lunch, held steadily for about 3 weeks, and then it kind of completely fell apart during a stretch where I had back-to-back commitments that just ate through the middle of my day. I kept telling myself, I'll do it after this thing. And one more thing just kept happening. And I noticed, because I've been doing this work, that I started to feel more anxious by afternoon on those days. I was more reactive, more depleted. My body was giving me data. And here is where the old Heather would have beaten herself up and quietly abandoned the habit entirely. The Heather I'm becoming now says, okay, we just need to adjust so this actually works. I moved the reset right before I sat down for lunch instead of before I ate it. 30 seconds earlier, more automatic, and now it's back. That's my audit. It's not perfect. It's adjusted. It's still going. And that's all it has to be. If your habits are holding, if your morning anchor is automatic, and your evening reflection has become something you actually look forward to, then it's time to add one more. Not 3, not 4, not 5, 1. Ask yourself, What's one small addition that would make the biggest difference in how I feel day to day? Maybe it's 5 minutes of movement in the morning. Maybe it's replacing 10 minutes of scrolling before bed with something that feeds you instead. Maybe it's a weekly voice note. Maybe it is a weekly voice note to a friend who fills you up. Choose one. Anchor it to something that already happens and grow your garden by one more blue. Please drop your audits in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys what's going on for you guys. What's holding, what you're adjusting, and if you're ready, what you're adding. Let's grow together because that's what we are here to do. For most of my life, I thought consistency was a personality trait. Something you either had or you didn't. And what I know now is it is a skill. It's practice. It's something that you build through 1,000 small restarts without shame, through adjustments without the judgment, through showing up imperfectly on the hard days and counting that as enough. You are building it right now. Just being here. You are building it right now. Just by being here. Just by doing this check-in instead of pretending that the habits never happened. Give this video a like if it gave you the nudge it needed. Share it with a friend who's been hard on themselves about a habit that slipped. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you are here next week. We are going somewhere really close to my heart. I'll see you then, you amazing people.